Hello ladies. I know it's been a couple of months since I've done a video update and my hair has gone through a great deal of transformation. For those of you who have been watching my videos, you know that because I've been not sure when I first put out the first video. It might have been a year ago. But I had gone from dark brown hair to my natural color, and I had long hair to start with, and I chose not to cut it. Instead, I decided to wear wigs to hide the transition. And at the beginning, I was coloring only the front and allowing the back to grow out. And I know some people probably laughed at me and said, "Oh, that's ridiculous. She's growing her hair out to her natural color, but she's wearing a wig." That was what I decided to do. And you know what? Today, I'm very happy for that decision. Because with the length of my hair, and talking with other women who just went cold turkey, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I totally applaud the women who are brave enough to go through that awkward transition where they have so much white or silver, and then they have all this color, and they've got to live with that demarcation line. And that's the hardest part about this transition of going to your natural color, is that demarcation line. So I hid it for a whole year. I wore wigs. I have 3 wigs. In my previous videos you'll see my collection of wigs, because I went from really long hair to medium hair to short hair, and then I kind of gravitated back again. But I did it without anybody realizing I was wearing a wig. And how I did that, colored the front of my hair so that I could pull up my hair and blend it into the wig, and so I had a natural hairline, because I have a widow's peak right there, and so I wanted it to look natural. Well, I finally reached a place. We were coming upon fall. We're in fall right now, but we were coming upon fall, and I thought, you know, I've been wearing my hair up, and you see my previous, I think my last video, I think, or 2 videos ago, I was putting my hair up with the help of a scrunchie, and I looked like I was fully transitioned with the help of the scrunchies and some colorful scarves. And that was fine for hot summer days, but as winter comes, you know, my ear especially, I don't know why, my right ear, whenever I get cold, my right ear gets irritated. So I have to keep a covering on my ear. So I wanted my hair down. And so I was looking at my length, and I was like, oh, can I cut it? Can I cut it yet? And finally, I did it. I took out the scissors and chopping away. And so here is my hair. I cut it into layers so it's shorter on the top and longer in the back. Now I still have little bits of color on the ends where I didn't want to cut this too short, because I wanted the layers to kind of even out, so that when I curl it, it will just have a nice overall appearance. But I'm really happy with it. My hair is so soft, and it just feels so good. And I can wear it down now, and I can curl it, and I'm very, very happy with it. I thought it was going to take me 3 years to grow it out, because I was wanting to keep my length. Had I just went cold turkey, no wigs, and dealt with the demarcation line and waited until it was long enough, I probably would have had to go 3 years. But because I chose to color the front, let the back grow out, kept coloring the front, and then I reached a place where, okay, no more wigs. I went through 1 summer wearing wigs, and that was a challenge, and it was very hot, because you just, wearing an extra, it's like wearing a hat in the summertime, and I didn't like it, but I had to do it. My decisions worked out fine, because the layers allowed me to cut it short on top and keep my length. So I don't feel like I ever got short hair. I mean, it is probably a little shorter than I would like it on top, and I probably will grow it longer, because I'm still playing with my hair. I'm still experimenting, but for right now, I'm really satisfied with what I've done. Okay, I want to talk to you about one more thing. When I began this transition with my dark hair, I used to wear clear-rimmed glasses. And that was fine with dark brown hair, but when we got pale skin and light coloring, we need a little bit more contrast. So we need to switch to glasses that have some color in them. These are brown. This is not the best shape for my face, but it gives us just a little bit more contrast. These are my favorite ones. This is the shape I like for my face. I think this one works with my face. And I just picked them up at the dollar store. These are my reading glasses, so I can actually see things up close. And I have these for my driving glasses for seeing far away. And I didn't want to have, although I prefer this style, I didn't want to have the same style. So I know, okay, driving glasses, reading glasses. Oh, about colors. You know what? Somebody had posted a chart of colors that women, and I'll probably put that chart up here for you, about women who have silver hair and what colors that are appropriate for them. And I noticed that brown is not on the list. Well, look, I'm wearing brown. But you know what's really funny about brown hair, about silver hair? I don't even know if you can tell, but in my hair, maybe I'll insert some shots, there are individual strands of brown hair. I still have completely brown strips of hair, and it's like dispersed throughout, so I almost have a tint of brown in my hair. It'd be like one little hair by itself, and then it's surrounded with white hairs. Like here's a patch right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a patch of a bunch of brown strands. They're brown the whole way through. And I don't know if that's why I can wear brown, but really, silver, pewter, salt and pepper, gray, white, those colors are neutral. There is no reason that you cannot wear whatever color you like. If it feels good on you and you look good in it, wear it. You're not limited to a certain color palette. Hair is a neutral color, so you can wear just about anything. Just wear what makes you feel good. I'm guessing that by Christmas, my hair will be long enough that I can trim off these dark ends so that I'll be completed with my transition. I kind of feel like I'm done already, because this is my hair and I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to disguise myself. I mean, this is who I am. This is the way it is, and I'm very happy with it. But I still have, like I said, there's still some bits of color on the ends, and I probably will give it another trim at the end of the year, and then I'll be fully transitioned. So my journey has taken me, I'm guessing by 20 months I'll be done. 20 months from the beginning, from the time that I started my journey to the time that I'll be fully transitioned. I believe it'll be about 20 months. Because I think, you know, in another 6 weeks or so, I'll be ready to trim these ends off, and that'll be totally my natural color. Now, I don't know if my little individual brown hairs that are dispersed throughout my head, if eventually they're going to turn white. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I like it as it is, and I will continue to enjoy it. And whether or not I grow it really long and style it differently later, I don't know. But right now, I'm loving this length. I'm loving the layers. And my hair actually has a good body, and I can curl it. If I curl it the day I wash it, it will hold curl for several days afterwards. I could go to bed like this and wake up in the morning and look great. And sometimes I don't even comb my hair. I just let it go, just as it is. But so there it is. You have my update. It'll probably be a couple of months before I'll do another, and it might be my final. I don't know that I would have anything else to share, and maybe months down the road when I have longer hair, if I decide to grow it longer. I don't know, I might just decide, you know, this is easy to care for, and it looks great, and I don't have to spend a lot of time on my hair. I might just stay with this style. Who knows? We're women. We can change our mind, right? It's our prerogative. So anyways, thank you for joining me on my journey. I just recently wrote my story on my blog, and I have included pictures from the beginning of my journey and my transition and some of the tricks I dealt with. If you just want it all in one shot, go over to my blog, www.youfixitmom.com, and look for the blog in the menu and find the story about my hair. And right now, at the moment, I'm trying to figure out what the title of it's going to be, because I keep changing my mind about the title, so I'm not going to put that title. I'm going to say the title, but you'll be able to tell that it's about hair. And there you will see my entire hair journey with the pictures and some of the things I learned and some of my reflections and thoughts about this whole process, and just kind of how I evolved and my thoughts evolved and how I changed my opinion about some things, and just some reflections that I think you'll find interesting and helpful. So, and if you do come to my blog, please subscribe so you can see what else is going on in my life. It's been fun for me to do this series, and I've met some of you through a group on Facebook, and I appreciate that you have found encouragement and inspiration from these videos. Really, when I began, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how this was going to turn out, and I was hoping, I thought it would be useful to share it, because there might be somebody out there who is trying to figure out what they want to do with their hair. And so I looked at what other people had done and read about the choices that some had made. Well, I made my own path, and mine was wearing wigs, and for me, it worked. It might not be for you. I mean, you have to, at least this is an option that you can consider, if you want to do it this way, or if you want to do it where you want to just chop it all off. Now, I have spoken to women who had really long hair, and they chopped it all off, because to them it was easier than dealing with that demarcation line. And they were actually struggling with that, because they were feeling the loss of the hair, and that was really tough for them. It's probably best, if you're used to long hair, to not cut your hair. Now, there are some women who have really long hair, and they are living with the demarcation line, and they're fine with that. More power to them. That's great. It was harder for me. It was because I like to look all together. My journey in the public eye actually only took place, let me see, from about March to October. And so that was really a short time that I had to deal with the multiple colors in my head. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for patronizing my YouTube channel. I have a lot of other stuff on my YouTube channel. As I gave you the name of my blog, youfixitmom.blog, I do all kinds of things. And so I do blog about it, I do videos about some of my projects, and I share a lot of things on my blog, plus recipes. I've developed a few recipes of my own that have become quite popular, and you might want to try them. Thank you all for your support. And bless you in your journey to going to your natural color and embracing who you are, because that's what it's really about. It's not about hair color. It's not about hair color. It's about you. It's about who you are. And we just need to accept, okay, I'm 54 years old. This is me. This is where I'm at in my life. I'm a grandmother, so I'm entitled to have white hair. But you know what? You could have white hair at 20 or 30. I've been seeing some women that are they're young, and they're going to the natural hair color. And I just applaud that. I just think that's wonderful. that they would choose to go natural at the younger age, because that means they're not poisoning their heads with all those toxic chemicals for all those years, like I did. For over 20 years I colored my hair. Anyways, read my blog for more reflections about that, and thank you. Until the next time, which will be a couple of months from now, when I'm fully transitioned. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas, because I don't think I'll be putting out another video until after, probably after the new year. So, toodaloo.